Welcome to Newark Penn Station, a major transportation hub right next to New York City. Today, we'll be riding down the famous and very scenic Jersey Shore from here down south to Long Branch. Since I am running incredibly late, the station tour will be rather short. Once inside, you're met with this historic and beautiful waiting hall with ticketing desks, an info center, and much more. The 1935 structure hosts 9 Amtrak routes, 3 NJ Transit commuter lines, the local light rail, and several intercity and suburban bus routes, along with PATH trains to New York. Today's train is North Jersey Coastline train number 7241, a weekend semi-express service boarding on track 4, scheduled to depart in 5 minutes, so I really have to move fast here. Stepping onto the platforms, it's incredibly crowded considering it was a Monday and all trains ran on a weekend schedule. To our right, New Jersey Transit train 5179 gets ready to depart towards Raritan. Here comes our ride down south, with Comet 5 cab car number 6063 being our chariot for today, with a mix of older Comet 4s and Comet 2Ms behind. We'll be going to the second car for this journey. Stepping inside, we're met with the standard 3x2 bench seating layout, typical for most commuter trains in North America. The pink walls on the inside kinda make it feel a little awkward, in a sense, because for me it's not really a color I'd see on a commuter train. We'll be riding on a 2-seater bench today facing forwards. There is an option to flip the seats back if you wish to chat with friends or family. And we're off! Farewell, Newark Penn! Boarding times at almost every station on this line are incredibly quick, with the average train taking just over a minute to fully complete its boarding process. Seating in this Comet 4 is relatively standard, with decent enough legroom for a long enough commute. It's in a bench seating layout, so no armrest for separation or anything. Might I add, these seats feel like you're sitting on an old couch, with how bouncy they are and how you just sink into those seats. Ergonomic support is surprisingly good. You can easily get comfortable in these seats, but I guarantee they won't be comfortable after like a couple hours. After a couple of minutes, we pull into our first major stop at the Newark Liberty International Airport, or EWR. Given it's Labor Day at the time of recording, this station was incredibly busy, and so was the train itself. This is a major station for Amtrak's Northeast Regional and Keystone routes. As we head out of the airport, let's review today's route. Our route for today stretches from Newark Penn Station in Newark, New Jersey to Long Branch. We're going to be running along the northeast corridor and making only one stop for the first 10 miles. After making a stop at Rahway, we branch off the northeast corridor onto a separate main line. We continue on this main line until our destination, making 10 pit stops along the way while maintaining really good speed. We cross over many rivers and creeks, and even hug the Atlantic Ocean for a bit, and after making a stop at Red Bank, it's a straight shot down to Long Branch. Since we're not making any stops until Rahway, we get some impressive speed, with the limit for commuter trains being 110 miles per hour on the Northeast Corridor. Although speed does come with consequences for older cars, as they are more bouncier than the newer ones at really any speed. As we begin to slow down past Linden, an Acela Express train rockets past us, doing 125 miles per hour, destined for Washington, D.C. We're now at Rahway Station, the last pit stop for us on the Northeast Corridor. Dipping under the Northeast Corridor, we're now on our own designated line, with the speed limit being reduced to 80 miles per hour all the way to Long Branch. As we meander our way through Woodbridge past the Avenel station, if you look closely, we can spot a sad pile of old, retired Arrow 3 railcars awaiting the scrapper's torch quietly in an old junkyard. Now it's time for some train en route statistics. Our train is New Jersey Transit North Jersey Coastline train number 7241. Pushing the train is yet another Bombardier L45DP number 4510. It's nearly the exact same locomotive as the last trip report, with only the number being different, so I'll place the locomotive specs on screen. Our journey today is from Newark Penn Station to Long Branch, New Jersey. We're only going to be making 12 stops in total on this journey, with a length of about 52 miles. Total travel time for the complete line from New York to Bay Head is 2 hours and 18 minutes, but our journey today only takes an hour and 13 minutes, which is about 15 minutes faster than the usual local train, well, at least a local express train to Long Branch. Perth Amboy is the next stop, which is currently in a massive state of repair due to NJ Transit replacing the former low-level station platforms with high-level platforms to be ADA compliant. After this stop, it gets really scenic. As soon as we leave Perth Amboy, we cross over the Raritan River, which is the statewide longest and largest river connecting Raritan Bay near Staten Island to the Atlantic Ocean. While we cross it, a New York-bound local train passes us. Now over the Raritan River, we stop at South Amboy, which used to be one of the most important stops on this line. Before the 1990s, this stop was where electric locomotives were swapped with diesels that hauled the train the rest of the way south, because that portion was electrified until the mid to late 1980s. Alright, that's enough yapping for now. Enjoy the uninterrupted views of the Atlantic Ocean and many more on this beautiful line. I would like to take my time and shout a very special group out on here. This group is in the process of recreating this entire lineup to Rahway in a Roblox game. With the help of many amazing developers and a few of my amazing friends, they are putting together an outstanding realistic scale layout of all the trains, all the stations, and absolutely nothing left behind. With that said, shout out to Train Art Studios and American Rail Studios, who are both responsible for creating the game. Just recently, they released an update that extended the in-game route to Middletown Station, with further expansions coming soon. If you want to join this group or play the game, their Discord service and the game will be in the pinned comment below. As we pull into Red Bank, we cross over the Navesink River over the historic Navesink River Bridge, which is a structure built in 1913 to connect Middletown and Red Bank, two major stations on this line in two major towns within the state. Red Bank Station also preserved its original 1875 structure built by the Central Railroad of New Jersey in 2006, and it looks brand new, a true indicator of New Jersey's rich railroading history. You're probably wondering, hey, at the beginning of the video, you didn't even stop for a ticket. You're right, because when I was recording this video, it was the last day of free rides on New Jersey Transit. Between August 26th and September 2nd, all fares were free on buses, light rail, and commuter trains to make up for the many delays that held up commuters going in and out of New York. So if you think about it, I'm really riding this train for free. This is Little Silver Station, our penultimate stop for today. Built in 1875 by the New York and Long Branch Railroad, a joint operation between the C&J and the Pennsylvania Railroad until 1976 when it was bought up by Conrail, or at least I thought this was the penultimate stop. Our penultimate stop for today is actually at Monmouth Park Station in Oceanport, which is a station only ever used during holidays or special events. I recorded this video on Labor Day, so therefore trains did serve Monmouth Park that day. Monmouth Park is also served during special events like races at the nearby Monmouth Park racetrack. After a smooth hour and 13 minutes of gorgeous views, we make our final and incredibly sharp turn into Long Branch Station, the end of the line for today. Stepping off the train and meandering through the busy crowds, it's now time to end today's video, including a look at our locomotive, who pushed us all the way down here from Newark, ALK 45 DP 4510, and a special US Navy sticker pushing the train into the yard. I really enjoyed my trip on the NJCL, and I hope you enjoyed it too. Again, huge shout out to Trainart and American Rail Studios. Both Discord servers will be in the pinned comment, along with the game. Thank you all for joining me for this trip report. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, do whatever as always, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.